Well, hello everybody. Yeah, this is the video. We're gonna be talking about ways to improve your immune system, supercharge it with probably, well, 4 ways that usually I don't think not too many people know about or do. So I'm gonna try to rush through this as quick as possible because there's a lot of stuff. And I don't want to get stuck on one particular thing. That's kind of easy to do when you make these videos. Uh, so there's 4 things that I want to cover here. The first one is a drink that you're gonna need some honey, some cayenne pepper. This is organic cayenne pepper powder. Okay. Ginger root. This is powder, and that's one way you can use it. Half a lemon, a couple of mint leaves, some green tea. Did I forget anything? I think that's it. So the way I do it is I get the ginger root. Here's the ginger root. There's 2 ways to do it. You can use the powder, but I recommend you do it like this. And you want to basically take the outer skin of the ginger root off, okay? And ginger root is really good for you. It's got a lot of antioxidant properties in it that will help your immune system. It's really good stuff. So this drink, I've been doing it for a few years and been modifying it as the years go by. And this is probably the best way to do it. My wife has shown me a lot of stuff about the ginger root and what it does to you and for you, and it's really good for you. So I know a lot of people out there are worried about this coronavirus going around, and this is going to help you a lot. Okay, I want to say a little disclaimer here before I go any further, and that is that I'm not a doctor, and if you have you'll be taking any of this stuff, make sure you check with your doctor. I have to say that because Big Pharma and the American Medical Association and all them FDA, they get pissed off when somebody comes along and tells you, hey, you don't have to be spending like hundreds of dollars for medicine and be all screwed up taking medications and shit where you could do it easy. So that's a little disclaimer. So you want to cut the skin off the root, okay? And this is a big one. So you want to kind of like get it all off, all right? And this is how I do it. So probably the best way. You want to get all this off, all right? And what you're doing is you're going to be smashing this so you can start to release the juices out of it, okay? So what I do is basically cut it like so. If you get a big piece like that, a smaller one you don't really have to. But what I do is I'll get something to mash it down with really good like this. So you start to get the juices out. You see that? And that's going to make it easy. So when the next process that we're going into, and I make a whole bunch because I just want to make it one time, probably per week. Me and my daughter and sometimes my wife drink it. So you want to get a whole bunch and put it in like that. See, that's all been mashed already, cut. And you want to fill it up with water up to about here, and then you want to boil it for about an hour. And what that does, it releases all the juices in the ginger root, okay? So when you make your tea, okay, when you make your drink, you get a cup, okay? You'll get the juices that were released from the ginger root. Remember, you fill it up with water. You want to boil it for about an hour, okay? And then after that, you got enough to make for a week or whatever, and just put it in a gallon of, like a milk jug or something, juice, whatever, a container. Put it in a refrigerator. So you'll have it ready, okay? So you take a cup's worth, okay? If you have it in a refrigerator, you want to take it out and heat it up. Don't put it in the microwave because it's, microwave's not really good. And I won't get into that right now, but you want to heat it up in a little, little heating bowl, whatever. And then pour it like you would make your tea. You pour it in there. You want to squeeze half a lemon in there, okay? Lemon's really good stuff for you. Honey, you want to put enough honey. It depends on how much you want to your taste, okay? Some cayenne pepper and sprint in there, right? Now, I use this sometimes when I don't have time to mash down the ginger, and but this is only like an emergency, like when I don't have the ginger root or the drink from the ginger root, okay? So I use this sometimes. So that's why it's out here, just to give you, if you're lazy, you don't have time, you can use this, okay? This organic ginger root, ground, okay? This works a little bit better. I'm telling you, squeezing it down, you get that, you get a better potent, better, stronger drink from the ginger, okay? And you want to add a couple mint leaves. You want to cut it to release the antioxidant effect. Put them in there, right? Along with 1 tea bag of green tea, okay? Cut it in there and you mix it all together nice and warm. Make it hot, whatever you want to taste it to. And you drink it down. What it does, it's a very, very strong drink, very good for you. It's all this stuff is really good for you. I'm not going to go into each thing because I'm, pressed with time here with this video. But it'll start to clean your lungs out, from, phlegm or mucus or whatever you got going on. If you smoke, probably a good idea not to smoke, okay? But it's going to keep your lungs, everything strong, okay? And it's going to fight off any viruses, colds, stuff that's out there. We're going to winter time, and you want to make sure your immune system's strong, okay? In the summer, it's a little bit easier not to get sick. But in the winter time, you're always fighting with that possibility. You want to take some vitamin D, not to put in a drink, but just in case. When wintertime comes, a lot of people get sick easier because they don't have enough vitamin D. And in the summertime, you get a lot of vitamin D from the sun, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Now, they're finding out that a lot of the deaths that are happening from the COVID-19, all the people that are dying from that, they're all vitamin D deficient, okay? So it's very important that you get enough vitamin D from your fruits or a supplement or whatever from the sun. But obviously when it gets cold here, the sun thing goes out, so you're not going to get enough vitamin D from your sun there. Okay, so this drink is very powerful and it's very good for you, and you should at least try to do it at least once a day, at least in the winter time, because it's going to help you out. All right, so that's one thing that's going to improve your immune system, make it stronger, make your body stronger, able to fight off, whatever's going on out there. Not that it's gonna kill the COVID-19 or whatever, but they're finding out that the COVID-19 is not really that serious of a thing, like it first was thought to be. It could be bad for people that are older and have other bad things going on with your body. But so try it. That's a good drink, okay? And it works. It really does work, okay? So I have to rush into the second part, and that's oregano oil, okay? Now this stuff, is this little bottle is about $24. You can get it at the health food store. That's where I got it. And how I heard about this was, because I drive at night. I'm a truck driver, and I listen to a lot of talk radio and listening to different shows. And I've heard a couple times people talking about this, but it's a few years ago, and I haven't tried it till this year. And all the benefits and everything they talked about is true. And basically, it's like it kills all bacteria. It's really, really good. It's like a antibiotic, a natural antibiotic, which you got to be careful with because it's one drop. Okay, one drop in the glass. Now, it's not recommended that you take this more than 10 days in a row. Okay, because this is very strong. One drop in an 8-ounce glass. You drink that. Now, I only take this when I feel like I'm getting, like the other day, I felt something in my throat and in my nostrils. And I knew I was coming up with something like cold. You can feel it. So I took this like 2 days in a row and boom, it was gone. And it's basically like an antibiotic. You got to remember that. So it's very, very strong. One drop. This is like super strong. Okay. And another suggestion that they make, like you're starting to catch a cold or whatever, you got to try to kill it in the first couple days. So you want to take about 3 drops of this, and you want to put it in a glass of water. Okay. Mix it up well, and try to gargle with it. Okay. Gargle with it. Try to get deep down into your throat. Gargle. Take your time. Try to get as much, maybe half a glass. Okay. You're done gargling, and then you drink the rest of it. And, just do that for a couple days. You'll be amazed, because it really, really does work. And it's oregano oil, and the benefits for this is freaking amazing. This little thing right here is so powerful that if you open this up in the room, any room, you're gonna smell it. You walk out of the room, come back, and the whole room's gonna smell like this. This is very strong. So you got to be careful with this too. Okay, don't overdo it. Don't take it for do a little research, Google it, look it up, and find out about this, because this is like a hidden secret they're not telling you about. But this stuff here really works good. Okay, and now if you want to make your other drink that I was telling you about, the first one, okay, with all this stuff, the tea and the honey and the cayenne pepper and the ginger and everything, right? You make your drink, okay, you mix it up together, you put your tea bag in there, you're feeling a little sick, you're starting to think, well, I think I'm catching something. Just put one drop, just one drop in there, okay? You mix it together with all the rest of the stuff. Remember what I was telling you about the drink, okay? And you put it in there, right? And you just go ahead and drink it like I told you to. And you're gonna be amazed, because that is super strong, and it'll kill. If you're getting a cold or whatever, you'll be amazed. Or the flu, stuff is really, really good. With that drink, man, it just wipes anything out. And I'm serious, because my daughter does it when she's like getting a little sick or whatever. Dad, yeah, just take it, put some of this in the tea and stuff, and boom, it's gone, right? But it's really good, and it's like a hidden secret. They don't tell you about it. They don't want you to know about stuff like that. Okay? Now, another thing, too, you got to be careful of, like I told you, it's like an antibiotic. It kills bacteria. It's really good for you, but you have to be careful because it's really strong. So if you're taking, like, probiotics like this, you take probiotics because, you want to improve your gut and everything. You can't take this and then take this behind it. You got to wait at least 6 hours, okay? Remember that. It's very important. And you can Google it and find out for yourself, okay? You want to be doing it, because this will kill all this is bacteria that's going to help your gut and help, other body functions for you, okay? So if you take this oregano oil and then this behind it, this is going to kill everything that this is going to be beneficial for, okay? So you have to remember that, all right? So that's number 2. That's the second part, right? Number 3 that we're going to look at is, okay, this is, now I work with crystals. Anybody who watches my channel knows that I work with crystals, okay? Now, this is a little bit different, but it works. Now, everybody's different, you know. Some things work for you, some things don't. You got to remember that. There's everybody's body chemistry and everybody's different, so you have to take that into account, and you have to try to use what's going to work for you, okay? Now, this is, I work with crystals, so what you do is you want to get a crystal like this, okay? This is like an 8-ounce crystal, or you can use this. This is a clear quartz crystal sphere, okay? All right? Or something like this. This is a, you know, they call it an egg shape, but it's also a clear quartz crystal along with this, okay? Now, what you do, first you want to take your crystal and cleanse it, okay? The easiest way is take it, put it under water, not underwater, but under the tap, you know, the faucet, and you want to face it like this, run the water on it, not cold, not hot, just like in the middle. And this will cleanse it. Let the water run through it. That'll cleanse it, okay? You want to make sure you cleanse it, clean it, you know, dry it off, okay? Next, you want to put it next in the windowsill where it's getting sun, or you want to put it outside for about half hour in the sun, and that's going to charge your crystal. That's going to give it energy, okay? All right, so then what you do is you fill the glass, you know, you fill the glass with water, and then you put your crystal in there, okay, like so. Okay, now, you want to take your crystal, before you do that, and you want to hold it, kind of like what Marcel, this picture right here, Marcel logos, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to get close enough to where your breath is connecting with the crystal. And while you're doing that, you want to program this crystal to what you want it to do. And in this case, you want your health to improve. You want this, the energy from the crystal, the prana, the chi, whatever you want to call it, okay, to energize the water. Okay, the energy is going to go into the water. The water also has consciousness, which I'm going to get into one of these videos, probably the 101 series, Connecting with Your Crystal 101, something like that. I told you guys I'm going to do it. It just takes me a little time. But you want to program your crystal so it's going to intermingle with the water, okay? The energy from the crystal, the thought, consciousness from this going into consciousness of the water, okay? You're going to say something like, you know, you're going to hold it and you're going to program it, say, you know, give me good health, keep me healthy, kill all the, you know, bad stuff, viruses, whatever, that may hook up to my body, okay? So you want to put it in here, all right? Fill it up with water. Don't use bad water, okay? Try not to get tap water, okay? Tap water is contaminated. It's got all kinds of crap. I get my water for the last 30 years from a natural spring, and basically it's all mineral water. If you can do that, find a way, okay? Or, you know, try to get water it's natural with energy, okay? It's not full of contaminated stuff. Man, the stuff that you get from tap water, man, it's really, really bad. So find a source. You can probably Google it, find out where is a natural spring you can get your water from. That's the best way. So you put the water in there, okay? And you leave it there, okay? Like say you do it like right now. And by the way, this is the date today, December 20th, for all of you, okay? You want to leave it there for about 24 hours, okay? And this crystal's charged, now it's programmed, and it's sending that energy into the water, okay? And then the next day you drink it, okay? What I do is like when I work out and stuff, I like to put like, this is from Paradigm, and it's basically vitamins, a lot of minerals and stuff, you know, and I'll put two little scoops in the water and mix it up good. And of course, you take your crystal out and then you drink it, and it's really powerful. Okay, and it energizes everything. So that's really beneficial for you. A lot of people don't know about that. You know, people that work with crystals probably do. I think I've seen something online where they're selling some kind of a, I don't know if it's a thermos or something, where there's a crystal like glued on the bottom of it or something like that, and then you put water or you know coffee or whatever it is, and then it's supposed to like I said, energize the water, give it energy, beneficial energy for you, you know. And you can also use different crystals, like you can use a rose quartz or a citrine or you know whatever suits you. You know, you remember, it's just gonna help you. This is good stuff, and a lot of people don't know about it. But the people that work with crystals, of course, a lot of them do know that the crystals will aid you and help you. Okay, this is really good stuff. Okay, so that's number 3, and number 4. Number 4 is a rather controversial topic, but it does work. Now, to what extent, I don't know, because everybody's different, like I said. But these are called zappers, and I'm going to put a little dab here because I want to show you guys how dirty it is, okay? This has been used like a couple days or a day. See how dirty it is? And what happens is you want to put that, put on your body. Like, best time, I don't usually use these like in the summertime, but like in the wintertime, and you know you're more prone to getting sick with viruses and colds and stuff like that. I do sleep with it. I put it on, like I'll put it on inside my sock. Okay, you put it inside your sock and just forget about it and sleep with it. Okay, and what it does, it's supposed to strengthen your white blood cells to make it easier to kill anything that's not supposed to be in you, like viruses and bacteria and stuff like that could get you sick. All right, and what happens is these 2 electrode points collect all, you see how dirty it is? It collects all the bad stuff in your body, all contaminants, toxins, stuff like that. So you want to clean these, you know, when they get dirty. And the idea from this comes from this lady called, her name was Hulda Clark, and she was a pioneer in fighting cancer and diseases. And she came up with this. What it does, it sends a very light electrical charge into your body, and you know while the bloodstream. Okay, like if I put it right here, if I take this and put it here, maybe put a couple of rubber bands, my blood circulating through my veins is getting cleaned. Okay, the stuff in there, this is gonna send that electrical pulse, killing what you know might be in my body. You know, like traveling through. It cleans the blood. Okay, cleans the bloodstream, makes it stronger with the white blood cells. Okay, so she came up with this, and her original design. Take a look at it right here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. This is what she had. Okay, this is Hulda Clark's zapper. Okay, and it had two, you know, these are electrode points. Okay, you'd hold them. You'd hold one in your left hand, one in the right hand, and she would, you know, turn it on, and it would send an electric pulse in your, not nothing that you could, you know, be zapped like that, but you know, it would a very light pulse. And there's kits where you can find out how to make them. The original one, like she did. Here's what it looked like right there. And she was really ahead of her time. And what she found out through her research and everything was that working with these electrical pulses going through your body, she found out that she could kill cancer. And cancer, a lot of people don't know this. I'm just speculating from what I've read and what I've seen from her, that cancer is caused by parasites, okay? Tiny, tiny little parasites. So what they do is they'll get in the cell and they'll multiply, and that cell will get bad, and they'll jump in another cell, and that cell will get bad. And what this does, the electrical pulse kills them, kills the little parasites, okay? All right? So that's what this is all about. And that's why I say little parasites. And she found out that there's all kinds of cancers, and all kinds of cancers, these little parasites, they all go in certain areas. Like, you know, you might have liver cancer, you might have, you know, lung cancer, you might have, you know, skin cancer. They're all different, okay? That's what she found out. And I've seen some of her work, and it's pretty interesting. Is it true? I don't know. I've got a couple books from her. I haven't read them all. They're really big, so I'm going to do some research on that. But you see? Let me show you. So, that's how you clean them. That's why I clean them. I get them nice and clean. You see the difference? This is how this was before I cleaned it. So you want to get it clean like that. And this is the garbage that comes out of your body. All the toxins and pollution and crap from your food that you eat. Okay? It sucks everything out of your body. Okay? So, in here, we have a little battery. Right here is Oregon, and there's like, I can't remember, but this little thing is like a miniature zapper that, you know, it's easy. It's more like portable, okay? And you can wear this all day or when you go to sleep, all right? And I got this from World Without Parasites, okay? Don and Carol Croft come up with this. Now this one here is the T-Rex, I believe. The T-Rex, and that's stronger. So what it does, if you're not used to it, I would kind of recommend you get this one. This one's the Terminator Zapper. Okay, and my daughter had a more simpler zapper that she forgot to bring out. But I recommend you get this one first if you're not used to this, because you will feel like a little sting sometimes. Okay, and that's from the electrical charge going through. Okay, so it's got a battery, and it's got a magnet here, and in here is Oregon, and you have like, I can't remember how many little gems it's got in here, little different stones, okay? And what it does, it really does work, okay? Sends the electrical pulse. He just made it better with this stuff here, okay? And you know what? Using this, I sleep like a baby. I really do. I don't know what it does to you, but man, I sleep really, really good with this. So this is called the Zapper, and there's all kinds. You could go on Google it and go online, and you'll see that there's all kinds of different companies, and you might find my daughter's is like $35, and it's real simple. It works too. You know, I think this one is a little bit better because of the Oregon and the extra stuff in there, and it's pretty strong. So I would recommend you get the other one if you're gonna order one of these. But this is World Without Parasites from Don Croft and Carol and Don Croft. Very good stuff. Okay, so These are 4 different ways you can use to improve your health, and you try it. You'll be surprised what you can come up with. And these right here, you can get these like, I'm gonna see if I can, from one of my favorite places to order crystals, and that's from Crystal Goddess 888, and she has an assortment, all kinds of stuff, man. And this is like, okay, you go under here, you see the clear quartz crystals, and you can see what she's got. And okay, like this little spear there, another one there, small one like this, okay, and those you can use, okay, and they'll last forever. They'll outlast us, that's for sure. So you can't go wrong with this, okay. So you can get it from Etsy with Aaron, the great Aaron Foster, Crystal Goddess 888. That's a good place to start, okay, with this, with the clear quartz. And of course, you know that I make the obelix to destroy the chemtrails, right? Those that watch my channel. So those are 4 good ways. They're gonna help everybody out there with this, you know, they're scared about this virus, this coronavirus or whatever it's going around. And anything else that might be out there, this is really gonna help you, okay? So in closing, I just want to mention a couple things. You know, I want to wish everybody a good holiday, a lot of love, a lot of good things, spend it with your family, and really reflect on the good things that you have with your family and life. So there's one more thing. I have a little guest here. Here, let me get rid of this first because it's a little bit dirty. All right. Oh, this crystal here, one of my favorite crystals. I meditate a lot with this. If I have a problem, if I want to figure something out, I'll spend time with it. I really, you know, I really bonded with this crystal, and it shows me a lot of things, talks to me, and its name is Goliath. Okay, I didn't give it to it. It's what it told me that its name was. Okay, it doesn't have a conversation with me like, hey, you know, my name's Goliath. Of course not. But you know, you work with crystals, you know what I'm talking about, and I'll get into that in the next 101, Obelix 101 video that I'm going to make. But the reason I bring this out is because, you know, as we know, our nation right now is going through a lot of havoc with this presidential election and things that are going not as expected as it should be, and there's a lot of bad things going on, you know, and we have a great president in there for once in my lifetime that I can remember. He's by far the best president ever, and they're trying to rob him of his rightful win. So I was wondering, I talked to this crystal and I meditated, and what it comes up telling me is that Trump is going to stay in office. He's going to serve another second. Yeah, it looks bad, almost against all odds. But I believe, working with these crystals, and I believe in the power that Trump had, all the people behind him, and it's a great thing for our nation if he stays in there. So say a little prayer for him, and I hope that hope he stays in there, because we need him. We need him to clean the swamp and help us all. So with that, I'm going to leave you with a short video pertaining to Mr. Trump. Hope you like it. Hope you like this video. And I wish you guys a lot of good health and a lot of love. Thanks. get our sound here. Our sound is dead.
You will find that things happen to you that you, over the course
All right.
of your life,
Sorry, folks.
you will find that things are not always fair. You will find that things happen to you that you do not deserve and that are not always warranted. But you have to put your head down and fight, fight, fight. Never, ever, ever give up. Don't give in, don't back down, and never stop doing what you know is right. Nothing worth doing ever, ever, ever came easy. And the more righteous your fight, the more opposition that you will face. In your hearts are inscribed the values of service, sacrifice, and devotion. Now you must go forth into the world and turn your hopes and dreams into action. America has always been the land of dreams because America is a nation of true believers. When the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth, they prayed. When the founders wrote the Declaration of Independence, they invoked our Creator 4 times. Because in America, we don't worship government, we worship God. It is why our currency proudly declares, "In God we trust." And it's why we proudly proclaim that we are one nation under God. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. As long as you have pride in your beliefs, courage in your convictions, and faith in your God, then you will not fail. And as long as America remains true to its values, loyal to its citizens, and devoted to its Creator, then our best days are yet to come.